Hello, my name is Erika Schreck, and welcome to another video installment for Earth Day is Every Day, and especially all month long in April 2021. So I was inspired to do this video based on overhearing some conversations, recalling these types of conversations that we've all had at some point. And it kind of goes like this. Oh my gosh. My husband is so organized that he blank, right? Oh my gosh, sometimes I feel so OCD that I blank, right? So we have this kind of scenario, this condition that we set up in some of these fun conversations that invite us to share just how, what are you? And so today I want to talk about I'm so eco-friendly and such an earth advocate that all right? And I would love to have your contributions in the comments just to see some of your examples, because I think that we all can learn a lot from each other. So let me give you some examples, because I was thinking about, I actually made a little list just so that I would remember, and I know there are more, please trust me that there are more, but this is meant to be fun, it's meant to be playful, and it's meant to kind of keep it real, because I realized, like, yeah, I'm kind of that person, right? And that's not a bad thing, and some people might not be completely comfortable with it, admittedly. So let me start, and again, I invite you to follow suit and share some of your truths. I am so eco-friendly and such an earth advocate that if I see a picture of you and your loved ones on social media and I'm like, oh, and then I'm noticing maybe on your table because you've just eaten or you're about to have a meal and there are those plastic solo cups, there are plastic silverware and you're at home, and plastic plates or single-use kinds of things like that going on, I wince a little and I admittedly cringe to see that. So that's what's going on with me. I am so eco-friendly that I will now bring my own plate and napkins and water bottle and utensils if you're having a party, and chances are you're probably going to have single-use items like that. And I sometimes go to friends' homes and we just all agree that we're going to use actual plates and I'll help you clean up. And I don't expect that of anybody else when I show up with my own things. In fact, I really kind of keep it on the down low, as I like to say. And I might just rinse off my plate, my utensils, and put it in a bag, that I've brought, that I'll wash it later. Or I might just wash it at your home. And I'm not looking to draw attention. It's just an eco-friendly choice that I am making. I am so eco-friendly and such an earth advocate that I almost always have reusable bags with me and or in my car. Like always. It's not even a thing that I question anymore. I, Erika, am so eco-friendly and such an earth advocate that I have been that person that's walked up to people in the grocery store who are struggling to open, especially the plastic produce bags. Not good, right? And I will show them my reusable produce bags and say, oh, have you heard of these? These are really awesome. And my favorites are these 3B bags, so I've done that. I try not to do it to everybody, but I could be that person hanging out in produce like all day long, going up to people, but I kind of field it and see. And just because, why aren't we using reusable produce bags or the bomb diggity? I know that I have had mine just personally for 15 years and they look like new. You can wash them by hand, but I just throw them in the laundry, in the washing machine. And, on occasion when they need to be washed, just like my reusable grocery bags, and it's easy, super easy. I am so eco-friendly and such an earth advocate that I'm out at a coffee shop and they're using plastic cups or they won't let me use my refillable, reusable Go cup, I'm probably going to go out without a beverage. In fact, I've been at a coffee shop even during COVID because I know that that's a thing sometimes at certain places. And I'm going to give you a really nice tip because I'm hanging out at your establishment, but I'm going to probably have my own tea and or water bottle with me just because, again, I just can't contribute to it. Even, some of the recyclable, cupware and things like that, or even if it is compostable, I'd still rather use reusable than add anything addition without knowing that it's truly going to be zero waste. That's just me. I am so eco-friendly and such an earth advocate that I shudder when people share that they've just released balloons to honor a deceased loved one, or for some other special occasion. It's just not eco-friendly. I'm so eco-friendly and such an earth advocate that I will be upset if I receive a gift from you that's like a lot of plastic, and just not practical or, makes a lot of sense, which is why in my eco-friendly efforts and earth advocate efforts, that even as a gifter, and I love to gift things, I will gift a service, I will gift something that is consumable, I will gift something that makes sense, that's super practical, just because I just don't like to add a lot of more crap to the environment. I am so eco-friendly and such an earth advocate that I will buy one product that's similar over another simply because of its packaging. Like if something comes in a plastic, like peanut butter, something comes in a plastic jar versus a glass jar, I'm going to buy the glass jar and then reuse the glass jar, sometimes recycle it. But I am so eco-friendly and such an earth advocate that I love going to places where I can refill. So in the area where I live, we have something in Longmont, Colorado called the Simply Bulk Market, and I will take my jars and containers and just fill up there, including lotion, including bulk nuts and lentils and popcorn, flour, oats. That includes rolled oats and steel cut oats. And I realize not everybody has that possibility, but an example is like I love another store in town where you can get really good prices on buying bulk items, and they're talking about this, but until they switch their bags that these things come pre-packaged in over to something that's more sustainable and not plastic, I'm definitely over going there, going to choose Simply Bulk Market and just bring in all my own stuff and refill. So what's your level of eco-friendly? How eco-friendly are you? I would love to hear some of the things that you do that really prove that you're walking the walk and that you are choosing to support and sustain Mama Earth. Thank you so much, and thanks for watching. Be well.